What's going on, everybody? So, Season of the Construct, we have finally the sort of biggest update we've had yet, I think, in Diablo 4. Now, a couple of seasons were pretty exciting. Last season, Season 2 here, was really actually quite solid, like overall, compared to what we got in Season 1. But this looks to be some really exciting stuff. We have companions, we have some new content, we've got amazing quality of life, and honestly, a kind of low to the radar or kind of like off the radar update that I am most excited about. We'll get to that in just a second. So first off, Zoltan Kuhl's legacy. So new quest line involving Zoltan Kuhl. And if you're curious in any of the quest line stuff, I'm not going to go ahead and spoil any of it or read through it here, but I'll leave a link to this down below so you guys can check it out. But we have companions coming to Diablo 4. Woo-hoo! This is going to be pretty exciting, but also a little bit nerve-wracking for some of you. And I think you know what I'm going to say, but pay to win, collecting things, gathering loot, these types of things are pretty synonymous with ARPGs in general. You get a companion, it auto loots for you, auto salvages, things like that. And so the first thing I've heard is, are we going to get some sort of pay to win companion where you have to pay to give us auto looting? It doesn't look like that at all. These companions just look to be some support buffing and some options to kind of increase your overall viability as a character and a build, as well as providing you potentially a little bit of damage, a little bit of support, healing, shielding, things like that. If you look through kind of the tuning stones and governing stones, so you can see here, you can use governing and tuning stones recovered from vaults, which allow you to kind of min-max and mess around with your build. You can equip 2 governing and 6 tuning stones, 1 governing stone for each attack, and 3 tuning stones to augment those abilities, okay? And if we look through, I've already read through most of them, we have things like auto defense, bushwhack, firefly, focus fire, gyrate, and you can see some of these are channeling array of fire, deploy a small construct that lands, pummel enemies, healing beam. These are the types of things that we're going to be getting. Nothing like auto looting, right? So this is much more cool, in my opinion, actually having a companion that does something rather than just is a passive little, I guess meme that doesn't do anything for you. It just gives you some extra quickness to your build by auto looting for you is way more exciting. And tuning stones look way more complicated because you could apply them to these abilities. So you have things like frigid support. So instead, portion of the supported skill's damage is dealt as cold damage and applies chill, right? Or burning support. So now you can go ahead and burning enemies take additional critical strike damage from the construct. There's so many different options here that I could spend hours just reading through all these and kind of thinking about different combinations that we can run. But we're going to leave that for another video. This is actually really exciting stuff, and I'm super excited to see what they have to say in the live stream coming up soon. On top of that, we have the new dungeons, the vaults here. So the vaults are specialized dungeons that house sort of the things designed by Zoltan Kuhl. Upon entering the vault, after converting the required pearls of warding, you can be blessed by Zoltan's warding, giving you a special layer blessing which grants access to riches within the vaults. If you manage to keep Zoltan's warding intact after defeating the vault boss, you unlocked a ward woven chest. Using pearls of warding can increase the risk by exchanging them for extra stacks of Zoltan's warding. And as you can see here, World Tier 3s, when they unlock, Vault Sigils will drop alongside, and you could see that these are the way you kind of get the Ward Woven chests, and that's kind of how you are going to get a lot of the stones in order to improve your construct. So a little bit of similar thing to Season 1 and Season 2, where you're going in specific dungeons to farm specific things to improve your character. But in this case, it's going to be a specific system where you have to farm in these vaults to actually get access to the bonuses for your construct. So a little bit different, but also a little bit similar. I think this system's much more, I guess, interesting than, the previous systems that we've gotten. So I guess that's something to be said. There's also going to be some more things, unleashing deadly constructs upon sanctuary, pouring from underground vault, so you can dismantle them and do some negating of the arcane tremors, it looks like is what they say, specifically to get some extra bonuses here. We have the leaderboards arriving with the gauntlet. So fight through the gauntlet, a weekly rotating fixed dungeon that will basically kind of be like a challenge rift from Diablo 3, and the top weekly scores will earn permanent place in the Hall of Ancients. And lastly, we have some quality of life updates and some things to the battle pass and season journey. Honestly, the season journey and the battle pass, not that exciting for me, but the thing that is exciting are these quality of life updates. First off, Hell Tides Endure. Hell Tides are now basically permanent game modes, a 5-minute rest period between each one, once per hour. That's going to be really nice for you all who kind of are interested in farming Hell Tide zones. You're just going to have one accessible to you throughout the entire day. I don't know why this wasn't in the game initially, especially for those of you that like are at work or can only play certain times of the day and it just never spawned. Similar to kind of world bosses, but these are much more important than that typically. Enhanced movement with WASD. So this is the thing I am most excited about in the entire patch notes. Yeah, okay, I want new content. I want to be excited about season 3. I want to get my construct. I want to get my improvements for a construct. But I play on PC. I don't play mobile, control schemes. I don't play console control schemes. I don't do any of that type of stuff. I like playing WASD, and not being able to play WASD was a huge negative to me. Now, I will play the game and move around my spacebar. That's how I bind my keys, at least. And that's fine, but it's definitely something that is vastly a downgrade to what normally I can do. So this is going to be a really exciting thing to experiment with. It is going to take some time getting used to because WASD obviously completely changes sort of the control scheme of the game, but I'm excited to try it. And this is going to make me want to play season 3 so much more than season 2. Extra stash tab, cool. I guess that's something, Various other quality of life updates. So they've improved the reallocation of skill trees, improvements to UI when trading gold, increased rates to earn the items needed to summon the beast in the ice, and more. There's the full patch notes on January 19th, which we'll be going over. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm pretty excited to see what we got going on in Season of the Construct. So stay tuned, guys. This will be a big season, and I'll have videos out on the channel coming up soon. I've been sick the past few days. Well, honestly, past month, to be honest. Winter's not treating me well. Hopefully all of you are doing great, and hopefully all of you are excited about season 3. I know I am, and there's a lot of things to be excited about. All the new mechanics regarding the constructs, but honestly, the thing that I'm most excited about is the quality of life stuff. And we'll see how WASD feels in Diablo. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's never been here before. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've been playing some Diablo 3. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But wow, very excited. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all for the next one.